Hey guys, it's Trace Face. A lot of you thought I disappeared. I'm so sorry for that. I saw a lot of your messages and emails, and I planned on coming on tonight. But I have some people that moved appointments, and so I do have to sort of make this like a. I have to make sure I'm done this video by 9:30 because I have 2 appointments tonight. So I kind of wanted to leave off with where I sort of left off with my uncle a few weeks ago. Yeah, it's almost been 2 weeks. That's been about a week and a half. And we were on the subject of forgiveness. So I want to clear some things up that I was thinking about because I wanted to make sure that you guys understood. I know you guys understand what I'm saying. And for those of you that might be in the thick of it, of the thick of all of it, you probably need to hear some of this. Um, you know, the narcissist wants us to be in that mode of forgiveness while we are with them and even while we have left them. And that mode that they want is they want our sympathy. They want us to feel bad for them and they want us to feel sorry for them. In fact, that's one of the biggest tricks that they play. It's one of the biggest cards that they pull is to play on our heartstrings and to tug on our heartstrings. So, the forgiveness aspect, guys, is something that you're doing for yourself. It's not something that you're doing per se for them. Okay, so this is not to say that you need to meet up with them, have coffee, let them know, hey, you're forgiven, let's be friends. Like I pray for you, man, No, you don't need to tell them that you pray for them. They don't need to know any of that. As a matter of fact, your prayers, your intercessory prayers that you're still doing for them, that is going to stop this trauma bond that you have to them because it is disconnecting you from the narc. And that's what you guys have to do is you got to disconnect from them totally. And so the way to do that is through the walk of forgiveness. Okay, but again, that's something that you personally have to do, and it's a personal journey, and it's something that I believe, like I said in my last video, it comes in waves, that you're gonna feel like you can, and then sometimes you don't feel like you can't, you can't do it. So don't ever let that be the forgiveness factor, be the catalyst for continuing to tolerate abuse. Don't ever get in that mode where you feel so sorry for them that you're continuing this pattern, this very bad pattern that you're stuck in with them, it's not good and it's not healthy. And this is, like I said, this is a major tool that they use in getting you to continue this charade. And they'll get you to continue the charade for as long as the target is willing to play the game. Okay? So I know that for a lot of you, you struggle with that because you have a heart and you really do want to see somebody change. But I'm here tonight to tell all of you it doesn't happen. And what's going to happen, and it's happened to all of us that have been through this and came out the other side, what's going to happen is in the process of you believing that they can change, that you can be that person in their life that's going to be that major influence to get them to cut it out and smarten up and knock it off and do the right thing, is you're going to lose yourself in the process. You're going to lose your identity. You are going to begin to self-destruct and you're not even going to recognize it until one day you look in the mirror and you don't even recognize yourself. All right. So, you got to understand that this is a very strategic operation going on right now in this world. I don't know if you guys realize this, but these narcissists are everywhere. All right. And it's not to say that, like, okay, there is a difference, like my video, the difference between a typical a-hole and a narcissist. There is a difference. You guys should check that video out. We know the malignant narcissists are under this very serious, very strategic, very evil operation. All right, it is Operation Evil. That's what I've coined it as, and that's what it is. Call it a narcissist. Call it a chupacabra. Call it whatever you want to call it. It's evil. It's not looking to do anything other than to please the self, which in itself is a very evil thing when you are all about the self and you don't have that ability to understand and recognize that there is a higher power over you and there is a place to go to get your rights and wrongs. But see, they're not going there. They have bought what the evil one is selling them. They have sold their souls, and that is why they're able to do the things that they do. They're aided in this operation. Right? So you got to just understand that as you're going through this journey, you feeling sorry for them is to your demise. You feeling sorry for them is exactly what they want. All right? And you can't play into this, guys. You got to be smarter than that. You got to understand it's all part of the order and operation by which they are trying to brainwash you. This is a brainwashing technique that they're using. They're getting you to be a complete, to get you to have the dead eyes and walk around all day in a fog. These people have dead eyes. There's nothing there. There's nothing going on behind those eyes. What's going on behind those eyes is nothing but pure madness, insanity, and evil thoughts. Very dark. Very, very dark place, guys. And it's going to get to the point that you're going to get to a point in your life that you're going to be able to even see, you're going to be able to sniff them out in a room. You're going to be able to notice the minute they're in your vicinity. You're going to see that that's a narc. This is a divide we're seeing right now, guys, happening in our world. There's a divide happening, a very, very serious divide, where it's us against them. Yes, it's humans against these robots. I don't care what industry you walk into. I don't care what job you're going to have, who's in your family, your friends. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. Look at how people are driving. Just take a look at how people drive nowadays. Some of these people are out there acting like a crazy fool because they can. Because they think they're going to get away with it. They think weaving in and out of traffic, slamming on brakes, boxing cars in just because they can. Because they're trying to control even what they're doing on the road. And you want to know the state of the world we're in? Just look at that. Just look at that around you. Look how people are driving. They're on their cell phones. It's sick. Robots. And these devices right here, these devices are not helping matters with the narcissist, because this is how the narcissist is able to be one, is through their phones, through their device. My God, if they didn't have cell phones, how did the narcissist be one back in the day? I mean, these are the ones that the the one they're having an affair with would accidentally call the house at 3 o'clock in the morning, and the wife would pick up the phone. They'd hide in these hotel rooms and do these kinds of things back in the day. But now they're all doing this stuff. Half of the cheating, you guys, is going on right from the cell phone. Oh yeah, they're having online sex with people before you even come home. These creeps. So I see here, I can't see the time, and this is terrible because all of the clocks in my house are not the right time. So I think we have like 15 more minutes before I have to go to my next client. I wanted to leave this open for you guys to ask me some questions that you maybe want to get an answer from me. I look like hell, death warmed over. I just got done cleaning and cooking in here. So anyway, Niagara Falls. Oh, I love Niagara Falls. I'm rocking. You guys are rocking with me in my rocking chair. I kept all the rocking chairs that my meme had in here because, they're awesome. Rocking chairs are great. All right, so what do you guys think about this? This is an epidemic, and obviously, the playing on the heartstrings is how they continue this. Oh, do they get jealous, Rosanna? So these are the things that is going on with this is what's going on with them 24/7. These are the feelings that they actually feel. Now, this is why it's hard for people like us to understand, because they're vibrating on such low vibrations, guys. They are low vibrating individuals, which means that they're riding on anger, hatred, jealousy, possession. They want to own you. They think that you are their property. Even long, long after you're gone, they still look at you like you're theirs. And you're still stuck on them. That's how they think things are in their sick little heads. So depression, anxiety, addiction. Their first addiction, you guys, is the narcissism. They're addicted to being a narcissist. And you know why? You know why? Because there's people in their lives that are letting them get away with it, that are allowing them to be a narcissist. That's the only reason it's going on. So if we can continue to spread the message, get the word out there, keep coming to the channel, keep helping me expand the channel and expand the awareness, this is what's going to make it stop, you guys. Because they won't stop. They will not stop. They're always going to continue the hunt. They're going to continue to see who it is that they can bamboozle into their games, their shenanigans, and their absolute tyranny, bullying mentality. So we cannot enable the narcissist. The narcissist has got to be accountable. The narcissist has got to be called out when they do things. They got to be called out. They have to be exposed. All right? And, any one of us that has a good heart, is a good human being, has good intentions, knows the difference between right and wrong, which everybody does. Everybody does, okay? All right? My clients that had Down syndrome or, cerebral palsy, anything that was affecting their brain, they're not going around with no conscience. All right? Everybody knows the difference between right and wrong. Give me a break with these labels. Oh, I have blah, 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 and I have blah, 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 and I have blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no. What you have is you have evilness in your veins. That's what you have. Give me a break. No, and that's the thing, Julie. It's like, yes, exposing them, they're just gonna, yeah, I know. Most of them are just gonna go along and they're in denial all the time anyways. Nothing affects them. I think what finally affects them is when they're on their deathbed and they realize where they're going. Honestly, and I've seen it. I've seen it with my own two eyes. All the years, the things they did, they're sitting there in their torment and their torture, and they're dying. And I think at that very point, they realized, or maybe it's when they finally get there is when they realized, guys, you can't go around being an absolute, the words I could use right now, you can't go around doing things like this to people and expecting that you're so stinking special, it's not going to catch up with you. Because believe me, I don't care if it takes a lifetime. It will. Yeah. All right? So don't you guys worry about any of that. We're not here on this planet to create the judgment, to make the decisions on what's going to happen to them. Because you know what, guys? It happens to them on their own. They do it themselves. They're digging themselves their own grave every damn day of their life. They're digging themselves their own grave. Carla, about the stalking. Oh, God. I have a video about cyberbullying, the narcissist and cyberbullying. If they continue with this stuff, I mean, there are ways that you can flag them. You can get the police involved, and you can show that you're being harassed. See, they think they're so smart, but they don't understand that everything they're doing, like I said, can be traced right back to their own little fingers on their own little devices. So there are ways. Guys, I want to make mention to all of you. Hopefully there's enough of you on to see this. I need to find some people for groups that are in the, I believe it's South Africa time zone, Cape Town, South Africa time zone, to do this prayer and fasting group. There's a person that wants to be a part of the prayer and fasting group, and it's important to be a part of the live sessions while we're doing these groups. So if anybody is within that I believe from Eastern Standard Time, they're like 7 or 8 hours ahead. So anybody from that's even got similar time zones to that's interested in doing the group with me, please let me know, because I really would like to get some more people for that group. And for those of you interested in that prayer and fasting group coming up first week of December, I just need you to let me know by Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, that you'd like to be a part of the prayer and fasting, so I can get you signed up to that. It's a great way to rid yourself of these people completely. I have seen transformations. I have seen miracles happen in these groups, you guys. So it's worth signing up. It's the way to get these people off of you, spiritually, mentally, psychologically, all of it. So I have time, let's see, for one more question, because I see that it's 9:25 and I have a client at 9:30. So one more question. Thanks, guys, for interacting with one another. It's a great way to keep the conversations going. You can't believe anything that they say, Heidi. You can't believe anything that they say, okay? That's another way that they're going to get you to continue this. Guys, I should probably sign off now, because it takes a few minutes for this to upload, and I do have a client in California and somebody after her, so I don't want to make them wait. I love all of you guys. All of you are very beautiful. Thank you, Jack. You're all very beautiful people, and I'm so happy to have you in my life. And I will be back very soon. I won't wait another week, I promise. It's just a lot going on with my family. My uncle did pass last Saturday. He passed in the comfort of his own home, and so he's now in a better place. He's with the Lord, and he's looking after all of us. So another one I know that made it to the pearly gates. I know for sure. Good night, all of you. I will talk to you very soon. I'm Trace Face. It's time we all face the truth together.